I still can't get over how amazing this movie was. Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. K-Pop Demon Hunters is finally out, and we all know that it's one of the best movies of this year, if not the best animated movie of the last 5 years, to be honest. But behind all of that flashy action is a surprisingly detailed production story that most people haven't heard of. I mean, it's obvious, the movie wasn't made by a guy in his basement using an iMac from 1998, you know what I mean? No, this one is an actually well-made movie because it looks incredibly smooth and styled. Making something like this, especially with a K-pop twist, took a lot of behind-the-scenes experimentation, motion capture, green suits that we're gonna be talking about in a little bit, choreography consultants, and yes, the weird green dummies that everyone in the animation loves. What? Yeah, and they use a lot of green screen in animation. I bet you didn't know that, and why are you cutting me off? Let me finish. Because many people have this idea that green animated dummies or green suits are only used in live-action movies, but this is completely wrong. Animation movies have used green screens and green dummies with real people for a long time for many of their animated movies. One of the examples is Pixar's Onward. In Pixar's Onward, there is a very fun scene where Ian's father is brought back to life, but he's not fully brought back to life, only his dancing legs are brought back to life because the failed spell caused this to happen. They couldn't bring him as a whole. So the way Pixar animated this was by putting an entire fake green suit on a man and just showing the legs. Basically doing this to erase the whole body part and keeping the legs dancing. What you're looking at here and you saw in the Pixar's Onward movie are actual human legs of this actor that were moving, and the rest of the body was cut after editing using the green screen. Well, I have amazing news for you because in the K-Pop Demon Hunters movie, they also use green suits to actually animate certain parts of the movie. Not all, of course, but they used them in a couple of scenes that we're going to be watching right now. And no, don't worry, in the K-Pop Demon Hunters behind the scene, there's not going to be any dancing legs, alright, like in Pixar's Onward. Because that was funny, to be honest. I really recommend that scene. So without further ado, let's get right into the behind the scenes of the K-Pop Demon Hunters movie. Let's get right into it, guys.
I've always wanted to make an animated movie set in Korea that really showcased our culture and our mythology. I thought demons would be visually spectacular in an animated movie, and that led to Demon Hunters, and K-pop was the last ingredient in the concept.
And I said, please let me make this movie with you because I love all those things.
K-pop Demon Hunters is about a girl group who are world famous, and they are secretly demon hunters.
Don't worry, it's totally legit.
Hunters is composed of Rumi, Mira, and Zoe, and they use music and song and dance as a way to protect the world from this demon threat.
Arden Cho's voice as Rumi, she just sounded perfect.
Rumi slays demons, sings, is gorgeous, has killer fashion sense. I love her luscious purple hair. She's edgy and hip, but still kind of girly.
Look, I'm kind of a difficult person. Mira is a skeptic, rebellious, sarcastic. Only I could smash her demon face in right now. Thanks for coming.
Mira, that character, has a chip on her shoulder, and it's just fun to have that flavor. So everything about her look was kind of driven by that slight desire to provoke.
Yeah, she's our role model. We're here for Zoe! Zoe is the maknae of the group, so it's her professional obligation to be the cutest and the most energetic.
She's cute and bubbly and adorable, and so we wanted to give her these little buns and short bang look.
So now that we've seen a good amount of K-Pop Demon Hunters behind the scene, let's talk about the green suits used in this movie. 2 days after the release of the Netflix film, after it started gaining recognition, they did an interview with the director, and this is exactly what he said. The interviewer asked, first off, congrats on K-Pop Demon Hunters. The film's visual energy is unreal. Can you talk a little bit about how some of the demon fight sequences were staged? The director laughs and says, yes, believe it or not, we actually did use green suits during pre-visualization of 2 key scenes. Even though the final film is animated, we wanted to give our animators something physical and rhythmic to work with. So we had performers in green suits act out demon movements during motion reference recording. It helped nail the timing, especially for music-driven choreography. Which scene specifically, asks the interviewer? The first one, where the jet battle sequence right at the start, the girls are fighting demons disguised as flight attendants, and it's all synced to how it's done, the song. For that, we had stunt actors in full green suits rehearsing with props, cart rolling, over overhead bin slamming, and all of that. Then they start talking about details and the interviewer asks, and the second scene, where you use green scenes of course, the nightclub battle, he answers. No question, the one with the glowing demon swarm and the remix of Guilty Pleasure. That's when the girls are ambushed mid-performance. We use green suits again to map the flow of the enemy movement through the crowd. Like how demons slither under the floor or burst out the speakers. We had performers in suits weaving through dancers so the animators could visualize space, depth, and chaos. That scene is wild, says the interviewer, especially the moment where Rumi blasts the bass line and the demons explode in sync. And the director says exactly, that shot was timed off for a green suit crew member jumping and twisting in slow motion. There you have it. This is one part, of course, of the long interview. You can watch it on the internet if you want to. But it gives you an idea of how much they use green screens and green suits in animation. So now let's see the other amazing part of the behind the scenes of the K-Pop Demon Hunters movie.
Why are you in your new costume?
We have the most costume looks of any animated movie that's ever been made.
One of my favorite things about making this movie was making girls act like real girls and not just pristine superheroes.
When it comes to demon hunting and music making, they all have their role and it comes together in a magical way. Jima is our big bad. He is the voice in all our heads. And the Saja Boys, they are a demon boy band.
It almost seems like they're nice demons.
Demons are never nice.
They seduce people with their voice and looks, stealing souls to gain their power.
We hate the Saja Boys, but darn them for being so cute.
Listening to the Saja Boys song, everyone was humming it. They can make hearts out of thin air?
Soda Pop is incredibly catchy, and Zoe's having a hard time fighting the feeling.
Mommy, control those shoulders.
Wow, it is catchy.
Getting to have fun with the boys, just making them super hot. That one's always looking at me.
No, we're not.
How do we light these abs so that we can really enjoy them?
So hot.
What does it feel like?
We really wanted to immerse the world in K-pop, but also stay authentically Korean.
The opportunity to represent Korean Americans, that's important. Seeing it all together, it just touched me.
It pays so much homage to the Korean culture, from the food, the streets in Gangnam. Everything is so perfect. Happy fans? Happy Hon!
We became students of K-pop, the skill of the music, the performers, the look. It takes incredible talent and expertise to do that.
There's a really great ecosystem and Korean talent all coming together to create something very unique. It is so cool that Twice is covering one of our songs.
It really legitimizes our movie in the K-pop space, which is really awesome.
Keep your hands off our Hunmoon! K-Pop Demon Hunters is really so special in melding the worlds of K-pop and action and music and drama.
It's addictive and catchy.
There's funny parts, there's sad parts, there's action. We got it all. And we look so cute in it.
This is what it sounds like. Hugging you out like a lullaby. Hear that sound beating in your mind. Better sit down for the show, 'cause I'm gonna show you how it's done.
I've always wanted to.
So what do you guys think? What do you think about how they use the VFX, green screen, and green suits? Did you know that they used them? Despite the fact that, like the director said, the first jet scene where the fight happens didn't use green suits per se. They only used them for choreography. The second one did use them. So I hope you guys like the breakthrough news. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments.